REU getting ready. Two rivals set to square off and leave it all on the field. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. So two down, Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. The 1-2. Up the middle, out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Scoreless after one. REU getting ready to hit. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. Fried with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. In the air, right field. Judge moving back for this one. And there's two down.
Batting fifth, the center fielder.
So two down, and next for New York, Austin Wells. Hit on the ground to short. Wow, nice play. To first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Up next for the Red Sox, the shortstop.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. The 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Yanks leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Maximus notches the K. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Max Schumann. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. The flip to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Still a ways to go, but this is can't miss stuff right now. And fouled off. The Yankees trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And a 2-1 on the way. On the ground. Loves it on the dive. Fires fires to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job. So close to getting into the history books. He pitched well all game long. That one hit in the 9th inning. A little disappointing, but he got right back on track to finish it out and get the W for the team.
And next for the Red Sox, Yu. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. Yeah, that's fouled off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
2 on, 1 out. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is caught. Now, Isaac Paredes. Swing and a ground ball. Swings to first, but they cut it to 1 as the run comes in.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Yu now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. He's someone you really want to keep off the bases, Chris. He has the most stolen bases in the league. On the ground, right side.
Beat it out.
Rice takes it to the bag, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Next pitch is outside. Carter to the mound. Throw to first in time. First and second, no outs. Yu up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 in this one. This one in the air, center field. And there's 1 down. Isaac Paredes stepping in now for the Yankees. The tying run at the plate. Oh, look at the stop. The underhand flip. But it's not in time. Base hit. The Yankees looking to rally. Yu had the kind of game you'd like to avoid.
This wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse, even though they got the win.
One down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Yu. Rodon getting his 20th start of the year. A former first-round pick back in 2014. On the ground to third. 2 out. That one fouled off. The Yanks leading by 5. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. One left for the Red Sox. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. You stepping in now. This offense has been quiet. A big swing could change everything.
Yeah, and somebody's got to crack it open, Boog. Just need to flip the momentum.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
You know, these Red Sox, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind.
Oh, wow, what a stop. In time. Great stretch at first for the out. What a play. So 2 down. Ari Yu up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. This one in the air, center field. Schumann under it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout. You had a poor showing, needed to do more.
This wasn't his finest hour, Boog, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse. Hard for them to get a win when he performs like this.
1 down. Ari Yu, the next to hit. Chris, it's been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. He swings and fouls one off. Yu laying up the middle at short, batting 6th in today's lineup. And he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2025.
Come on,
that one ripped right center field, and in one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now Matt Olson up to hit.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Red Sox have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Big time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And a big swing and a miss. Good job to fight that one off.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Top of the 6th inning. Joe stepping in for Boston. Ari Yu. Fought off foul. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. And that skips into dirt. And a base hit. That gets by him. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Matt Olson up to the plate.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Tapped softly on the ground.
Right here, on the back.
Fires over to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. One down, runner at third. Caleb Durbin now at the plate. Swing and a bouncer. Safe at the plate. He goes to the swim move to dodge the tag. Tie ball game, 4-4.
The catcher, Carlos Narvaez.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Austin Wells will hit next. Go ahead run in scoring position, nobody out. Up the middle and he knocks it down. He decides to hold on to it, and now they have runners at the corners. So up next, Ari Yu.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
In the air to left center. Ruiz on the move to the alley. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Now back in safely at first.
Right, good job right there.
Up next for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Matt.
Go ahead run on base. Here is Matt Olson.
Back.
Quick move to first. Back in safe. Really close.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Runner on the go. To the right side. Jazz tosses to first. Inning over. So they even it up here as we head for a good finish to this one. Yu steps in. Late game opportunity right here, Siggy. A knock could change everything.
Yeah, this is really where composure matters, Boog. You stay in the moment and deliver.
Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one. Man on second, two down. Swing and the ball hammered. Left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. And it hits the base of the wall. In comes the run from second. And he's there with a double. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Here's Matt Olson down.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
Man at second. He's trying for third. Pitch is low. Go to third. And that will end the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
So 2 down. Yuri Ruiz stepping in now for the Yankees. ground ball, left side. He gets there on a slide. Throw to first.
He's
and
out.
what a play. Ball game. Yu was a big contributor for them in the win. Put together a 4-hit performance.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
I've been running up the play through the back door. Feel like shit when he snapping, broke the backboard. Work hard, play hard, yeah, we been there. I was down for a minute, got my leg back. Give me the game. I got plenty. Looking for me. Just look up in the sky on them clear black nights. You see me? Scorpio child, it was written in the stars. I would be the one with 900,000 bars. Take rap there and back and right back there. Over and again, this is so not fair. You gotta show those we don't fear. You gotta arm me, well pardon me, I'm not scared. Out my way, I'm getting a piece of paper out there. You in denial if you think I'm not top tier. You're just a dirty. I'm a dirty New Yorker who love to crack. Over your head, I'm over their heads. I'm over being angry and just focus the bread. Magnify my brand, larger than life. That's how we living, like I'm fresh from 1,000 nights. In that prison box, hot pot, 5-minute rice. Then I'm Germany, baiting, tossing it.
Gemini child, it was written in the stars. Born God body, you are looking at a God. Went to A&D, Mad P, formed Mob. The rest history, you know we took it mad far. Rap duel, travel the world like Nat Geo. Work myself through the matrix of Black Neo. Got real, had to pack torpedo. No break bread with your own people. Made peace with it that I couldn't change. And took responsibility instead of passing blame. Anything less lame. Sit your $5 down for it, make change. Got sharper with the aim. With a product you can trust. And on anything I put my name. Mark for life in that symphony. Never switched up, even though I'm on that different.
Hey yo, 32 bar scribes, tablets imprinted with mean darts. You can see the verse come alive. I'm a gel like petroleum, bigger diamonds, Nairobian drug jury, waving woo flags at the podium. Harvest the freshest grains. I modeled the best bangers and wallows out of 4 main. Blasting stylistics, dinosaur rings. My tongue spit fire, get scorched from the flames. At your favorite rapid show with backstage passes. Jump out, aiming with ball bucker masses. If the price is right, I to life. Head cracked so many times and head cracked up. Pull up the monkeys, sick honey badgers and gorillas. Executive suite meetings, we polying with the disco ball spins and alligator villas. New Year's 4 million is falling out the ceiling.
Hey, yo, Pico green, fatigues on some cream. It's like the 90s beat the dream. Leather bands, flames. 850 a rag on it, we kings. Ran every project, they know us, the glow's up. Slang came out of apartments. The gift mark, my word the soul off. Never admit rhymes hit harder than a crowbar. Similar to Ozark, all in it. D-boys, the soldiers then lieutenants. Generals, the flow wash, you white thugs in minutes. Some of y'all lost limbs from minds, no repentance. All winners we mitten. Heat club, siblings, the streets is horror, tomorrow we strengthen. Let's get it together, just us, one amendment.
Yeah. Either you with or you against. Is you a simp or you stand on 10? Trying to separate the mice from the men. Revive it again, make me ask you again. Either you with or you against. Is you a simp or you stand on 10? Trying to separate the mice from the men. Revive it again, make me ask you again.
Yu comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Bottom half of inning number 2. So stepping in for Boston, Yu. You, with some nice slugging in his last game, 3 extra base hits. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Here's Matt Olson. You aboard here at first with nobody out. Quick move to first. You back on a dive. The 0-1, runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. He reaches 40 stolen bases on the season with that bag.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets in the scoring position.
Man at second. In the dirt, runner breaks for third. And the throw bounces, tag out.
Thought he might have a chance to swipe third successfully right there when he got a good jump from second. But it was such a great throw, quick tag to cut him down.
Back in Boston, now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. Out to short. Oh, look at the stop. To first. And he gets him. Nicely done. That was an impressive diving stop. Singing, let's dive into the numbers. Step pass was simple.
Yeah, boy, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. Found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play all the way around. Just really smooth.
That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down in the corner. Abreu around third. And they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice down drive to the full side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
One out. Runner at second. Here is Matt Olson. He's trying for third. In the air, left field. Calls it in. Runner pretty far from second. And he's out. Not able to get back. Luke Diesel digs in now. On the ground to short. You. The turn by Meyer at second. With the worst save.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner. Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
You came up with 4 hits in his last game. And that one almost hit him. Fouled off left side. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
That's outside.
And now 2-1.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. And that's outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a miss, and that is that. But they scored. Back here at Fenway, we go to the 9th. Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's got a chance. Out of here. And they jump in front in the 9th. It's 8-7.
That right there's a game changer, and it might end up being the most important swing of the game.
Stepping in, bottom of the 9th, winning run to the plate, has a shot to end it right here.
Yeah, boy, and these are the moments hitters dream about. Time to make something happen. Get your name written into the history books.
1-run game, bottom 9. On the ground, 2 ball. There's 1 to first, not in time, and a run scores. Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now. Step off throw to first. Yu dives back in safely.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Here goes the runner. Pitch in the dirt. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Fastball for a strike.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Got him looking. Huge strikeout there. So 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Caleb Durbin. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now. And there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get him out.
Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and they get the out. Today, 9-8, a 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Ari Yu up next for the Red Sox. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Jones, but it's off his glove. Abrams around third. The relay, safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And they lead by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you smoke the ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
One out, runner at second. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox.
Get back.
Pickoff throw. You back in on a dive. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. He's trying for third. Ground ball right side. Slings to first in time. Now it's the second baseman, Cedar Rafaela. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that will end the inning. 3 runs for him here. Back here at Fenway Park, Ari Yu is racking up doubles like it's a hobby, part of quite a star-studded list, Singy.
Yeah, he's turning singles into doubles with quick turns and smart reads. Those gaps are his highways, 0 to 60 in a matter of seconds.
Spray charts are a nightmare. He hits it everywhere. Really makes it tough for opposing defenses.
Yeah, and it's almost always with purpose. He just keeps making things happen at the plate.
And a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So up next, Wilyer Abreu. Payoff pitch. Runner on the go. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Lewis throws to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. 1 out. Runner at second. Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. Man at second. Runner takes off. Bounce to the right. And that one handled. Throws to first in time. Stepping in, Caleb Durbin. And he hits a ground ball right side. Rodriguez fires over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they still lead at 3-2. All set for the top of the 6th. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Brandon Nimmo. On the ground. Throw on to Olsen, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more web gyms before the game is over.
Tap foul at the plate. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fights it off. You'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. It's the Red Sox 3. Man at first. Here's the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. The 1-1. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's 1. Throw to first, they beat it.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
You at the plate now, and that's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. 1 run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Runner on the go. That's the third. Lewis out with room to spare, and that's the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left through 8. With some solid production in the win. 3 hits in this one, always respectable.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
Yes, I'm blessed like him in the gym. Don't miss, I switch on. I'm not like them. Let me state my case. Sprint out the race. No.
Brooks Lee, the next twin up to hit.
Brooks Lee.
Here's a 1-2. On the ground, could be 2. It's in and out of his glove. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn 2. And as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play 1 step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
1 down. Ari Yu will hit next. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. Chopped left side. Lee throws to first in time, and they got him. Here's Byron Buxton.
Up next for Minnesota, the center fielder is
Swing and a ground ball. You whips it to first, and there's 2 away.
the batter number
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a pop-up. That is the inning. Boston. Man at first, 1 away. That one backed up the middle, and it gets through. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Now the tag at third, and they got it. And they'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Caleb Durbin up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Carrying well. High off the light tower and gone. A towering blast. A 2-run shot, and they cut into the deficit.
Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. When you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. So stepping in for Boston, Ari Yu.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That's a laser base hit. And a good start to the inning. Now the third baseman, Caleb Durbin. Quick toss to first. Back on a dive. Runner. 3-1 now. Rudder takes off. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, no outs. Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. Maybe a 2-ball. 5,
On the bag,
4,
on the bag. Pick it up. Pick
3,
it up.
and they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Matt Theis comes up to hit here.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
The Red Sox down to their final strike. And a base hit knocks in a run. Did well in the losing effort.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but wasn't a big downfall for him in the loss.
Here I go, coming live again from the home of the drag races. Let me add, cops never had braces. But that right there is another page. We'll turn that later on. I ain't got nothing but a few minutes here. Let me bring y'all to my home. First, let's stop by the candy store, but then shop for a bag of treats. It ain't California, but it's Carolina. Never tastes bad to me. Session in, would need us some need. So I take it down to the chicken coop, the best in the southeast. Get a quarter dog and them potato rounds. I bet you do a license. Order fried fish and a couple shrimp. You can taste the town when you bite it. If you don't keep it moving after all this food, you will lay it down with the items. And I got plenty much more to show. Throw the plates away. Let's fight it. Head my line, pull up on, hop in, ride out, like this, crank the window, pit stop, hop out, hit the block, say what's up, put some in the wind, to the crib, rest up, wake up, do it again. Hit my line, pull up on, hop in, ride out, like this, crank the window, pit stop, hop out, hit the block, say what's up, put some in the wind, to the crib, rest up, wake up, do it again. At school on the right, I used to go there. Everybody, mama and cousin used to go there. Can't forget sister and brother now. Oh yeah, if anybody dissed the dog, we like, whoa there. Right there used to be the Project Kaiser. Then they got flipped with the rent on thousand. Moved the folks out near 45, so you might as well say they pay rent on island. Over there used stop by the stove on Mallard Creek. If you want something out of here, it's on me. When to pay the cashier, put this on 3. This small town in the big city called Met County. Everybody know each other. Even on the south side, we're knowing brothers. Chop it up for shouted and firm, brother. It's been a pleasure. Anytime you wanna come on down, I'll show you around. Now make sure you get in the house and I won't pull off till you safe and sound. Hit my line, pull up on, hop in, ride out, like this, crank the window, pit stop, hop out, hit the block, say what's up, put some in the wind, to the crib, rest up, wake up, do it again. Hit my line, pull up on, hop in, ride out, like this, crank the window, pit stop, hop out, hit the block, say what's up, put some in the wind, to the crib. Next for Rouse Fair, Freedom Drive, Tuxedo, Little Rock, Boulevard, Statesville, Sunset, North Trine, South Trine, Grand Street, Sugar Creek, Plaza Road, Dub T, Central Ave, Albemarle, Independent, Woodlawn, Idlewild, Downtown, Monroe, Plant Road, Wilkinson, Mill Road, Oaklawn, Airwood, Glenwood, Brookshire, Everhood, Georgia, all the way back around North Carolina, Texas, all the way back around South Carolina, Louisiana, all the way back around North Carolina, Tennessee, all the way back around South Carolina, Florida, all the way back around North Carolina, Mississippi, all the way back around South Carolina, Arkansas, all the way back around North Carolina, Alabama, all the way back around South Carolina.
Ari, you getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Athletics and the Boston Red Sox. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down, Lane Thomas up next for the A's.
Lane Thomas.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Nothing doing there for the A's, but they lead it 1-0. One down, and now the shortstop, Ari Yu. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Hit hard, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. first offering. Runner goes in the dirt. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. One out and a runner at second here in game one of this three-game set. Line drive, base hit. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only one out.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that, but you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you will work the hitter with it.
Caleb Durbin, the next to hit. Chopped on the ground. Wilson. And it gets by it. Off Belly's feet. There's one. On to first. Save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Yu steps in, 2 outs, no one on, but he's stepping in with a purpose.
Trying to make this pitcher sweat a little, Boog. You've got to break up the rhythm. Even a long at bat would be a win here.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Ball in. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That is the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 1. So 2 down. Next up for the A's, Lawrence Butler. Out to short.
One.
Save.
No, he's in there.
Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Yu locks in. You could feel it. Big moment here.
Yeah, everyone in the yard just sat up in their seats. So did I, Boo.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one ripped, but foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some
Swings and misses, struck him out. And that is a big first out. Yu stepping in now. 2-out RBI opportunity here.
A knock could be the gut punch that seals it. Pressure moment.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one in the air, center field. Doyle has a beat on it. And that is that. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. 9th inning coming up. The Red Sox lead it 4-3. Otto Lopez getting ready to hit. swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one carrying. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox take this series opener here at home. You played well enough for the win.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Ari Yu. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The 1-2. Struck him out swinging. The high heat too much on that one. Back to the top of the order. And now the right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw on to Olsen, and one away at the top of the third. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Man at first, one away. You measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he was a third-round pick back in 2025. That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. The 0-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
In the air, right field. And there's 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The first baseman,
Brenton Doyle digs in now. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Now the throw to first on the run. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Definitely a tough play, but he seems to have had a little trouble getting rid of it, and that made all the difference. And with the speed running up the line, you got to be perfect, and right there, he just couldn't get it there in time.
And that is out of play.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. That's out number 2. One out, runner at second. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Man at second. Swing and a ground ball. Throw to first in time. Next to hit, Ari Yu. 0 for 3 in this one.
Going It's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Back outside.
The Bo Sox with the tying run at the plate here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. So now 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. And they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout and end the inning. So bases all loaded up. Zach Geloff now at the plate. Out to short, They get the force, and that's the 3rd out. So they get 1, but end up. You had the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They took the loss, and he might have dragged him down a little bit.
Digs in. This pitcher is in the Cy Young conversation for a reason, and this entire lineup knows it's singing.
Yeah, it's not about doing too much. It's about staying within yourself and executing your plan.
Fastball for a strike. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And the strike call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. Abrams on at first. Nobody out. Ripped to the right center. Should be extra bases. Runner around 3rd. He'll score and then tie it.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video, because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Now batting Jarren Duran. Man at second. Makes the catch, 1 down. Now the 3rd baseman, Caleb Durbin. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Squirts away from Langoliers. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to 3rd. The 1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner from 3rd in to score. It's an RBI single. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
The shortstop, Corey.
On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Jarren Duran steps to the dish in a big spot. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Swing and a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone! His 18th home run of the season, and the Red Sox jump in front. It's 5-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran. Now here's a flare off the bat. That's a base hit. The throw in, safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And the lead is up to 5.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
2 on, 2 outs. Swings, and this one's flared. Brings it in for the 3rd out. We're through 5. It's the Red Sox 7 and the A's 2. You're watching Red Sox baseball on the show, New England. So back to the top of the order. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next to hit. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. On the ground to first. Fired to second. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So a man at first. Ari Yu up next for the Red Sox. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
High fly ball, right field. Butler gets under it. 1 away.
And on the mound, they can't be feeling too comfortable either. With the way these guys are hitting the baseball, it makes it harder to come into the strike zone for fear of getting hit hard.
Yu was a big contributor for them in the win. 3 hits in this one, always respectable.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
I'm out the box, I'm getting rich. They calling me Roddy, they calling me cocky. I call it confidence. I ride with the gang, you know we ain't playing and nobody's stopping us. Everybody.
REU is focused and ready for this one. Yet another chance to show the baseball world what he's made of. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So, runner at second, 2 down. REU getting ready to hit. Time call. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next offering is fouled back. There's a line drive to left field. Reaching for it and brings it in. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the second from Fenway Park. The Red Sox lead it 1-0. This is Red Sox. New inning getting started. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Wayne Levine. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first and quickly one away in the second.
That is it. The left fielder, number 1, Isaac Collins.
Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. In the air, right side. Lofton on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Stepping in now. Got the lead, but it's far from safe. He'll try to build on it right here.
Yeah, and you love seeing a team stay aggressive. Don't wait around. Keep applying pressure.
This one in the air. And a quick out, number 1. Stepping in now. If he goes deep here, we may not see that helmet again until next series.
Yeah, might as well order the Gatorade shower now, Boo. This place would be rough.
And the first offering is not close. The Royals holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1. Pitch is outside.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The 2-1. Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Batter calls time and steps out. He needs a refresh. It is a big at bat. Swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Royals 5 and the Red Sox 4. A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr.
1-2. On the ground, right side. Olsen to second. And that's a double play. Wow.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
You digging in, facing the reigning Cy Young winner. Basically the baseball version of trying to solve a Rubik's Cube in the dark.
Well, might as well call it graduate level hitting, Boog. We'll see if he studied or not.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
You digging in. Missed opportunity just now, but still a chance with 2 away. Big spot here, Singy.
Yeah, got to shake it off and keep grinding. A base hit here changes everything.
2 on, 2 outs. On a line out towards center. And that is the third out of the inning. So they strand a pair. 3 innings complete. It's the Royals 2 and the Red Sox 1. You're watching Red Sox baseball.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Red Sox down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Strikeout number 8. You locks in. No need to press, but they could really use a leadoff base runner right here.
Yeah, all you want to see is a patient, quality approach. Pass the baton and chip away.
Now he steps out as time is granted. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ballgame if you're not careful.
This one in the air, center field. Mullins takes it in for the out. And there's one away. You had the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
So 2 down. So stepping in for Boston, Ari Yu. And first offering is fouled off. Brings it in for the third out. We'll move to the third. Runner at first with 2 away. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. On the ground, you gets it to first, and that's the inning. Home half of the third coming up. Back here at Fenway. Ari Yu has been living in scoring position, a doubles machine, and in elite company.
Yeah, but that swing finds the gap over and over, and that's how you flip the field and a game in a hurry.
It's not just about power with him, it's about precision. Ball placement isn't just for pitchers anymore.
Yeah, and he's mastered the art of extra bases. It's been pure chaos for outfielders when this dude steps in the box.
Here's the 0-2. Swings through it for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. He won the high school home run derby in 2018. They held the events between rounds during MLB's home run derby at Nationals Park.
Such a cool experience for Bobby Witt Jr. He had 8 homers in 76 seconds, hitting in front of major leaguers and 43,000 plus fans inside the stadium. Man, my adrenaline would have been pumping in that moment.
Yu in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Swing and a bouncer. Tosses to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang, played. One down. Cedric Mullins steps in for the Royals. 0-2 now. Can't glove it cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Well, it looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
Cornelius defeated the terrible dragon, and all the people in the land were very happy. Oh no, let me finish the book.
Sorry, Mommy.
And the people came to the king's side cheering. Hooray, the sun has come out. And the king began to sing.
Just another day in the sun. I guess another day's begun. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm thinking about getting with you.
Just another day in the sun. I guess another day has begun. I ain't got nothing to do.
Looking at my wrist, I'm on time.
Hello from San Francisco, California. We're live at Oracle Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the San Francisco Giants. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. And Chris, it's trade deadline day. Always an interesting day on the MLB schedule. Usually a lot of excitement for fans and stress for the front offices. What about the teams and specifically the players?
Boog, I think there are 3 perspectives. You're that guy that's saying, hey, I want to get traded somewhere, maybe to a contender, maybe to a place that I have an opportunity to play every day. On the flip side, you're that guy that's very content with where you are. You've heard some rumors, perhaps. You can't wait until the deadline has come and gone, and you're still staying put. And then the third person is that teammate that's looking and saying, we got a shot. I hope we add the piece or 2 that we need that'll put us over the top.
First pitch coming your way next. Willie Adames stands in. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. On the ground, Yu. Play made, that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco, scoreless after 1. Back here at Oracle Park, so stepping in for Boston, Ari Yu. Hit softly on the ground to third. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Runner at second here, one gone.
Ball that's outside.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Batter challenges in a very big spot. And it was a strike. The call will stand. So they've only got one challenge left now. And it's second. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings through it for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. Man at first, one away. Here comes the 0-1. In the air to left center. And it falls. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Now quick throw to first. Yu dives back in safely. The Bo Sox trying to break this one open. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle. The flip. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. Double play ball to second. Flips it. One at second. On to Olsen. That's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Yu steps in. They've got the edge, but the job is not done. He's looking to keep the line moving.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little insurance, Boog.
Swing and a ground ball. Harmon. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
The right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Yu gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner takes off. In there for strike 3. The throw. Taylor gets out.
Right there trying to avoid that ground ball double play. Send the runner in that situation. Hope that maybe somebody moves out of position and your hitter puts the ball in play.
Yu had a game to forget in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
Second inning set to go. So stepping in for Boston, Ari Yu. Yeah, that's fouled off. Late with the swing there. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And there's one down.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
One down. Chappie steps to the dish to take his cuts. The 0-1. Out to short. Fires to first in time.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 9.
Stepping in now, facing a Cy Young candidate is like trying to hit a marble with a wiffle ball bat. Ever tried that, Singy?
I have, Boog. It helps tremendously with the hand-eye coordination.
Swings through that one for strike one. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick out. Runner takes off for third. You got it. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. And on second, 2 down. Out towards right center field. Bader on his way over. And that is that. Back here in San Francisco, bottom of the inning. Drew Gilbert now at the plate. Here's a 1-2. Out to short. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Elliott.
So up next, Ari Yu.
The shortstop, Ari Yu.
You know, these Red Sox finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And there's 1 down.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Well, we go bottom 6. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Frank Harmon. Throws to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
1 down. And now the shortstop, Ari Yu. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Grounder might be 2. Adames to second. Double play. They can't seem to break. Showing in the loss.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't too self-critical after they took the loss. Some things to build on in this game.
One down. Ari Yu up next for the Red Sox. Chris, it's been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. He's someone you really want to keep off the bases, Chris. He has the most stolen bases in the league. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Second inning here, no score. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. People at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
On the ground, out to short. Throws to first in time. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. This one in the air, right field. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And that is that. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Giants nothing. This is Red Sox baseball on the show, New England. Go ahead run on base. Rafael Devers up to hit. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with a stolen base. Rodriguez, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Gets him to chase after that one.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that'll do it. Red Sox ready for the bottom of the 8th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames. The 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Durant gets there, he's under it. 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
So 2 down, Yu up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Nope.
Didn't recognize off speed, thought it was fastball, a little bit out in front.
Next offering is fouled back.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1, 2, 3. On to extra innings. Digging in, Matt Olson. Baker checks the runner. Dives back. Out. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Blake Dunn digs in now. And it's second. Up the middle, Yu. Over to first. The winning run moves up to third, so they'll be happy with that. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ari Yu. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch swinging.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Yeah, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Time call. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. That's his strikeout. Down on strikes, and there's one away here in the 12th.
Just blown away in that at-bat.
Yu with a forgettable showing in this one. No hits and 4 strikeouts. The golden sombrero.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They got the W, but he wasn't the reason why.
like I got it. Now they calling me handsome. And call for the two-step, and I am not with the dance. Only live once, so I'm taking these chances. I'ma do all that I gotta do. Go back to my hood, they say that we proud of you. Over the family, we got it. Carolina whip, powder blue. Never was providing, talking how they riding, homie. I was riding too. In public housing, tried to violate me and Chetty, talking about we gotta move. Eviction notices, I got them too. Moving, this was not a group.
Ari Yu looking to bounce back after struggling last series. Can he turn things around today? It's the Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Angels. And we'll be back for the first pitch. Stepping in, Christian Moore.
The second baseman, number 4.
Yoan. Swing and a ground ball. Yu. Tosses to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. One down. And next for the Red Sox, Ari Yu. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. Burns, a Northern California native. He was a fourth-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he played alongside an outfielder who eventually made it to the majors. Yeah, that guy's, it's in and out of his glove. On a second, they get one.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get two. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least one.
Quick move to first. Yu back on a dive. Olsen went deep in his most recent game. There goes the runner. Up the middle. Gets it to first. And Olsen is set down. That's the inning. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
You know, these Red Sox need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Find the ball.
Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Yeah, great job right there.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Runner takes off in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner goes again. On the ground, out to short. Slings to first. One away here in the fifth.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
The Bo Sox with a chance to score first. And we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a pop-up. Neto should have this one. And there's two down.
Up next for the Red Sox,
Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. Struck him out looking. Huge strikeout there. So digging in, Logan O'Hoppe. And a ball and 2 strikes. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Lead runner around second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's That's a good approach, paying off.
You steps in. Pitcher's been gliding through this lineup, barely breaking a sweat.
Yeah, it's time to put the brakes on that cruise control. Just have to stay patient, wait for a pitch in the zone, and drive it.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Come on, deep to first, and that is that. You played okay, but not well enough to boost them to a win.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him, Booth.
One down. Ari, you now at the plate. Chris, has been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. That one fouled off. Oh, one down.
Inside, ball one.
Late on that fastball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him. Two gone.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate.
On the ground. Oh, great grab on the dive. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice play.
Look at the commitment to make the play. Down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Runner at second. 2 down.
The shortstop, Ari, you.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
This one in the air, center field. On the move. He's got it. And that is that. Go ahead run on base. Trey Lipscomb getting ready to hit. That one back up the middle and it gets through. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
The shortstop, Ari, you.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Here comes the 0-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
And now it's 1-2. Triple digits on that last pitch.
Well, Blue, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him the space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him.
The turn by Meyer at second. Over to first, safe.
Everyone appreciates when a shortstop makes a play like that. Your manager's smiling over there, and your teammates are loving it.
One-run game here at the top of the ninth. In the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1. Swings through that one out front that time. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Only one out left for the Red Sox.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just...
You had the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss. Had 3 strikeouts without getting a hit. Never fun.
Well, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better.
One out man at first. So stepping in for Boston, Ari Yu. And there's a foul ball. Abreu at first, one gone. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Out number 2.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Here's the left fielder, Kevin Alcantara. One and two now. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Ari Yu.
Gets him to chase after that one. Strike 2. In the air to left center. Myers on the move to the alley. And there's 2 away. Yu digs in. They're in front, but that lead could shrink quickly.
A little breathing room never hurt, Boog. He's got the bat to supply that 0-2. Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
And a curve misses outside, ball 1.
Ball down.
Late with the swing there. Got him. Now 1 away.
Kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off.
Throws to first in time. 2 away. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ari Yu. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate or swings at pitches outside the zone is under 25%, and I think it's a big reason why they're scoring runs. By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
In the air, right field. 1 up, 1 down.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapse and just...
Yu with a forgettable showing in this one.
Certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. Still, they got the win.
Ari, you looking to bounce back after struggling last series. One down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ari, you.
Hey!
You not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. The 0-1. Sliced hard but foul.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
In the air to left center. Moving under this one. And there's 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
You takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Alvarez whips it in quickly. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. 2 on, 2 outs. Chopper right side. Bebos tosses the first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Boston strands a pair. They're down 1-0.
Up next for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Corey Hughes.
And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these 2 are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
So a runner at second, 2 down. Mauricio Dubon now at the plate. And on second, 2 down. Grounds 1 to short. Gets it to first, and that's terrific work out of the bullpen. Stepping in. Team needs a wake-up swing here, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, get this guy an espresso. They need a hit to put a jolt into this offense.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And it's second.
Come on, dig. Go hard, go hard, go hard.
And it stays fair. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And they're up by 4. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. With some solid production in the win.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game, but a win is a win.
And with 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead. Digs in now. That one lifted to left. And that is that. Digging in, Cam Smith. Swing and a chopper out to short. You fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
The left fielder, number 44, Yordan. Up next for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Ari.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. One out. Runners at first and second. Swings through that one out in front that time. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. Late on that fastball. That one missing inside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Stays alive. The Red Sox trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the fifth. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
It becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping.
Oh, look at this. From his backside. And that's a great play for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy in the mound.
One down. So stepping in for Boston, Ari Yu. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that one hammered. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw to second is offline.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One out, runner at second. Here's Matt Olson. Man at second. Runner takes off for third. This one in the dirt. No throw. He steals third easily. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. On the ground, right side. And it gets by him. In to score from third.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
One out man at first. Yordan Alvarez. The next to hit. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball. The flip to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Ari Yu will hit next. 1 for 4 with a double. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Yu in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two down, nobody on, and it's fouled away. Here's the 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. You had a rough go of it in this game. 1 hit, but 4 strikeouts. The golden sombrero.
They got the win, but it sure wasn't because of him. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better the next time out.
You up next for the Red Sox.
He struggled to make contact lately. Almost 2 strikeouts per game over his last 10.
No, inside.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Runner takes off. Pitch is low. The throw, and he's out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense, try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Foul ball. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. That's the first cutter we've seen today, and it was effective. Back here in Houston, and stepping in for the Astros, Mauricio Dubon. On the ground to the left. Dives, and he can't hang on. And that's an infield single despite a great effort at shortstop. That one fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Nice rip, nice rip.
Here is Matt Olson.
Get back, get back.
Quick move to first. You back in on a dive. 2-2 now. There goes the runner. Called strike 3. For the second on a bounce. Safe. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. 1 out. Runner at second. Cedar Rafaela now at the plate. And at second. Runner takes off. Tapped softly on the ground. There's 1. Save! Here comes the run from second. And it's 3-1. Jorbeat Beboss getting ready to hit. Out to short. Wow, nice play. To first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
You steps in. They're down, but he's got a chance to get something going right here.
Yeah, you can't hit a grand slam with nobody on. He just needs to be the match that lights the fire here.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate, Singh. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate.
You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you got.
Throw on to Olsen, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. So 2 down. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ari Yu, 1 for 3. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game, and the Astros salvage the finale of this 3-game series. You could have done a bit more to help them out.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but wasn't a big downfall for him in the loss.